My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of The Watchers. And I only ever saw the teaser trailer for this movie, so I didn't know exactly what to expect. I was definitely intrigued, and I went in with an open mind, and this movie pissed me off. um, okay, I loved so much of it. I thought this was going to be one of my favorite movies of the year, but then it completely drops the ball. Just completely. It pissed me off. But let's begin talking about what I did like. And this movie is directed by M. Night Shyamalan's daughter, Ishna Shyamalan, and I think she does a great job. This movie is so well crafted. There are some great tense and thrilling sequences. I thought the creature design was top notch, and this movie is beautifully shot by Ellie Aronson. Like, no joke, this might be some of the best cinematography of the year so far. It is that good looking. I also thought the mythology was interesting, and the first half does a perfect job of getting you intrigued, where it sets up the characters, the scenario, and it establishes these rules. And I was just into it. I was fully locked in, completely engaged. But then the second half happens, and it just well, let's begin talking about one big issue, and it's the amount of exposition in this movie. They over explain everything to the point where all mystique is completely lost. They don't leave anything up to interpretation or to discuss. They spoon feed you absolutely everything. And the way people talk at times doesn't actually seem human because they're just giving off so much exposition. So that really bothered me. And like I said, there's rules in the first half of the movie, but by the end, they throw every single rule out the door and they come up with bullshit excuses, and I just hated that. Even the main conflict is them being stuck in the woods, and what the movie does with that part of the plot in the second half, I'm like, wait, really? That's all it took? Really? I definitely gave away a bit too much there, but it's just not a satisfying ending by any means necessary. It just felt like they suddenly stopped trying, and it really pissed me off. And then on top of that, I thought the movie was going to have something interesting thematically about who we are when people are watching and who we are in real life. And there's even this reality show they watch, and I thought that could have been leaned into and explored some ideas. But by the end, this movie is so empty on a thematic level, and it just left me wanting more. And also, the ending of this movie is, for lack of a better term, dog shit. It ends, and I'm like, okay, well, it's wrapping up, and then it keeps going, and then it keeps going, and then it keeps going, and I'm like, oh, I guess there's another 15 minutes left. I do not like this at all. And the longer the movie goes on for, the worse it becomes, and it just becomes so heavy-handed to an embarrassing degree. So all that potential, all that build-up just destroyed like that. The performances are fine. Dakota Fanning, I have a soft spot for, because if you know me, you know that Coraline is one of my favorite movies of all time. So the fact that her character is named Caroline, it made me very happy. And she does a perfectly fine job. She does the best with the material she's given to work with. Georgina Campbell, who I think was in Barbarian. I liked her in that movie, but she's just given nothing to work with here. I thought it was a rather flat performance. Owen Frioi, I thought was quite bad. Her character needed to stand out more, and the movie wants you to think that she leaves that sort of impression, but she really doesn't. And then Oliver Finnegan, I think, is kind of blessed. To be honest, even the acting in this movie isn't that good. So, it bums me out, actually. I'm still trying to figure out what rating I'm going to give this movie because there is so much I love, and I think it is beautifully shot, and I do think there is some great moments in that first half. Like, I was just completely into this movie, and then they just wasted absolutely everything by the end. But I'm feeling generous, so I think I'm ever so slightly going to give The Watchers a 5 out of 10. Just disappointing. Like, by the end, I was left so unsatisfied, but I really did love this movie for a good chunk. But The Watchers, have you seen it? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin, out.